Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Q&A, and these questions that I chose again are from Instagram just like last time, and they're sort of like more random, maybe like personal questions. So I hope you're down with that. Let's get right into it because I have quite a few to cover today. Okay, the first one is debating on getting an essential oil diffuser or not. Which brand would you recommend, and what are your top 3 essential oils? So I'm really excited that so many of you guys are excited about essential oils. I've been using them for years, and they've really helped me kind of they haven't been the only thing that's helped me take control of my health, but they're a really cool natural sort of thing that you can use to relieve pain and relax and all kinds of stuff. So I want to do a series about essential oils, and I know like I've commented to some of you because you've asked me to like do essential oil videos, and I want to do a series about them. But the thing is, whenever you're talking about essential oils, there's so many things that need to be covered because there's safety things, there's like different brands that have maybe like additives and like all kinds of stuff. And then obviously like the different uses, the different ways you can use them too. So I want to do a series. I'm still sort of like pulling my thoughts together about it. So it will come soon-ish. I mean, not like in the next couple of weeks, but I'm gathering my thoughts for my essential oil series. It'll happen. Just be patient with me. But I will answer this question. My hair is like all over the place. Okay, sorry. So when it comes to essential oil diffusers, yes, I highly recommend them. They're the easiest way to get the molecules of the essential oils in the air and get the benefits of breathing them in and stuff. So I totally would recommend getting an oil diffuser. The one that I have isn't a fancy one. It's just from the grocery store, and it's from the brand Now Solutions. I like it aesthetically because it's bamboo. They are plastic on the inside. I personally haven't found an essential oil diffuser that doesn't have some sort of plastic in it, so obviously that's not cool. But the one that I have has a really good warranty, so like if the cord ever breaks or something, like they'll send me a new one, and I feel like that's good. We have a really small apartment, and I've noticed that it throws the scent really well, if that's even the right term. Right now, I'm really enjoying diffusing a Doterra blend called Breathe. It's a blend that's become really comforting to me. It's sort of hard to explain, but it's used a lot, like sort of as a natural vapor rub like replacement. You can dilute it with coconut oil and rub it on your chest if you're not feeling well. But I just honestly really like how it smells, and it does sort of help open up my sinuses a little bit. So I've been diffusing that with a little bit of orange. I've been loving to diffuse those two in the morning. Peppermint is definitely the essential oil that I use the most. I have that diluted all the time in my bag because I use it if I ever get tension headaches. I put a little bit of it on my temples and down the back of my neck, and it really helps soothe that muscle pain. I use essential oils a ton in the cleaning products that I make because they have antifungal and antibacterial properties. Some of them do at least. So I love tea tree oil, obviously, eucalyptus and lemon. Those are all great for cleaning. Lavender is great in like room spray and, for your pillow to help you sleep. But yeah, so I just have a ton that I really like, and I promise I'll do a separate video about that soon. And also, I'm just reading the questions on my phone if you're wondering why I'm holding my phone this whole video. Next question. Are you going to do daily vlogging again sometime soon? I enjoyed those a lot. I was planning to actually vlog all this month because Nick and I were going to go to Hawaii at the end of this month, but our plans got changed, and hopefully we're going to be able to go in the next few months. But I wanted to daily vlog for the month of March because I thought it would be cool to do like the whole natural products expo and then like go camping mid-month, and then like all the lead up for Hawaii and stuff I thought would be really cool, and then I would have like vlogged every day in Hawaii. So, because usually, you guys know, like, I work from home, it's not that interesting all the time. It just didn't end up working this month, but sometime in the, not fall, sometime in the spring or summer, I'm going to try to do more consistent vlogging. Definitely not forever, but, like, for a couple weeks or maybe a month, I will, I promise. I just don't know when yet. What are your kitchen/cooking essentials? Okay, this one's from Lacey, and I actually met Lacey, was it last month or the beginning of this month? And it was so fun. So Nick produces this really big conference, health conference once a year, and it's like the busiest weekend of his year. So I was helping him do some like like camera operating stuff for it. And I went out because I was also like the runner for him, so I was buying everyone lunch. And I had my 2 refillable coffee cups and the lunch on my in my bag and stuff. And I was getting out of the elevator, and I walked by Lacey, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're Alli Cherry," and it was so cool. And then I was sort of in a rush, and I didn't get to take a picture with her or really talk to her for that long in that moment. And I felt so bad, and I wanted to find her again, and then I ended up finding her again, I think the next day, and we took a picture together. She's so sweet. So hi, Lacey. Thanks for asking this question. Anyway, okay, so my kitchen and cooking essentials. I like to keep it really simple in the kitchen, but I do have some tools that I love and use all the time. So the first one, or I guess the first 2, are my cast iron skillet and my enamel pot. So these are actually the only 2 cooking vessels. What are the only 2 pots and pans that we own? We actually have, okay, I lied. We have 1 small saucepan, but I think it might be aluminum. So it was like a hand-me-down from my grandma. So I want to get a smaller enamel, like, I don't know what that's called, like a saucepan, whatever. But anyway, my enamel pot and cast iron I use all the time. They're so easy to use once you sort of like learn the right way to clean them and stuff. And they're just great. So those are my top 2. Other than that, I absolutely love my Vitamix. And yes, Vitamixes are expensive, but we use it. Nick and I use it daily. We make smoothies in it, soup in it, sauces. I make my cashew cheese in it. Like, it's just so versatile and such a game changer when it comes to like trying to be healthier. Not that you need a Vitamix to be healthy, but I'm just saying for me personally, it's been a tool that has really helped me, and it's something that I use every day. And then for smaller things, I love my citrus press. I don't know what it's called, lemon press. It took me a while to actually pick up one of those because I don't like kitchen tools that are just like one use sort of gadgets, but I use citrus a lot in my salad dressings and all kinds of stuff, and it's just a really helpful tool to get all the juice out of citrus without getting the seeds in your food or anything. And then other than that, I'm trying to think. I'm looking at my kitchen because I'm sitting right by my kitchen right now. My little rag thing that I have going on, I think in the last video I shared with you guys, I had all of my rags and napkins and dish towels in a little basket, and I've since switched things up a little bit. I thrifted this really cool big Le Parfait glass swing top jar, and so now I keep all my rags in there, and I keep my dish towels and napkins in a separate little container. But I love just having that on the counter because it's just so easy to, you know, grab and stuff. Oh, I guess another essential is my homemade cleaning stuff. So again, that video is linked for you guys. They work so well. I know that's a question that I get a lot, like, do these things really work? And the thing is, like, yes, they work incredibly well. We really don't need all the different cleaners that are marketed to us. Most of them are just filled with toxic chemicals anyway that you don't want to be breathing in. So anyway, that's why I make my own. I definitely love those. And you guys will see too, I have these little plastic labels on my stuff. I have a label maker that has these plastic labels, and I wouldn't buy it now, but I have it, and so I use it. And I use it for things that I know that I'm not going to be like changing all the time. So for example, like that rag thing, I'm going to always have because I really like that system. And I have it for like some of my cleaning supplies that I use over and over again. So yeah, I don't know. I thought I would point that out. Like, I think it's important when it comes to like trying to reduce your plastic. It's okay to use things you have. Like, it's not about just like getting rid of everything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. I definitely wouldn't buy it again because I don't think that plastic is necessary, but I'm using it because I have it. So there's that. Okay, next question. I hope this video isn't going to be too long. I feel like I've been saying that in every video. Next question, when are you guys gonna have a baby? So this question was asked a couple times, and yeah, we definitely want to have kids. Being a mother is something that I have always wanted, like my whole life. I do want to have kids. We've talked about starting to like try or like think about it when we're 30, and we're 28 now, so the next couple of years we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'd love to have kids. What was your favorite subject in school and why? So I didn't like school at all. I didn't do well. I don't want to say I didn't do well in high school, but it definitely wasn't where I thrived. I can remember the first class that I ever took where I felt like I belonged was my first semester of art school. It was an intro to design class. And I think it was the first day, and sort of as a warm-up exercise, the teacher had us go through magazines and different things and like pull out images and put this like thing together, like an art piece together. And we had 30 minutes, and it was just sort of like quick and like sort of like Project Runway feeling, right? Where it's like, okay, you have to like go to these different areas in the classroom and find something and add it to your collage. And I remember in that moment thinking, oh my gosh, this is where I'm like gonna get emotional. This doesn't need to happen. But in that moment, I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, this is like where I belong, as silly as that sounds. Just like being able to be in a classroom environment where it was so hands-on, because I'm such a hands-on person. And I don't learn the way that I think is traditionally taught in schools. Yeah, that was definitely the first time that I felt like I belonged somewhere. And I really loved that class. I loved the teacher. What has been the most impactful moment in your life in regards to shaping you? So this is a great question too. Honestly, for me, the most impactful moments that I've experienced in my life have been the not so great ones. I feel like when you go through struggles, you're sort of forced to sort of reevaluate things. So for me, I lost my mom when I was 19, and I lost my older brother just a couple years ago. And those two events were both shocking and tragic, obviously, like any death is. But I feel like coming out of those, I've learned so much. And obviously, like, if I could, like, give back everything I've learned and, like, have those two people back in my life, I would. But that's not how it works. So, sort of looking at those experiences has taught me how to love deeper, to really appreciate the people I have in my life, regardless of issues they have, and to honestly, like, really just like be really understanding of everyone in my life, and even people that I just like bump into. I'm trying to think of like an eloquent way to say this. Like, everyone in the world is going through issues, and so through my issues that I've gone through, I feel like I can sort of understand that, or I remind myself to understand that, because people can be going through things and, you know, not telling anyone about it, and that affects the way they act and the way they perceive the world and stuff too. So I feel like because of the things I've gone through, I can be more empathetic to other people. My camera cut out because I was blabbering on for hours and hours. So anyway, I think empathy is something positive that's come from negative experiences in my life, because everyone goes through things, everyone has burdens that they have to bear, and I think having empathy and treating people with honor and respect the way that I would want to be treated is something that I strive to do daily, and I think it's easier for me to do that because of the bad things that I've gone through, if that makes sense. Whew. Okay, next question. Something a little lighter, how about? Do you and Nick plan to live in California forever? What are your top 3 cities in the U.S., and would you guys want to move? I love California. I think Nick does too. Obviously, I'm not going to like put words in his mouth or answer for him. But in saying that, no, just kidding. I think we're both really happy in the city that we're living in right now. Obviously, we're renting, so we're not going to stay in this particular place forever, but we would love to be able to stay, close to where we are because we really like that we're close to the beach, we're close to Nick's work, we're close to a lot of our friends and stuff, and we just like this area. That being said, we do look online at property in Big Sur pretty often, probably more often than necessary because we're not moving to Big Sur anytime soon. Nick has a job where he goes to an office, and so although he has a ton of freedom and he loves his job and I love the people he works with and there's just a love all around, we're not in a place right now where we can work remotely. Anyway, to answer this question, Big Sur would be one of them, I would say. I definitely want to travel more because I haven't experienced too many other cities that I've been in long enough to say, like, yes, I could totally live here. Actually, I take that back. When I visited my sister in Portland in the fall, I could definitely see us living there. I don't know if Nick's ever been to Portland, but I think that we could fit in there really nicely. Minus the cold, I'm such a wimp with weather, you guys know. I've lived in California my whole life, but I feel like when you move somewhere, you adapt, right? That's a thing that happens. So I would say Big Sur, Portland. I think it would be hard for me to live away from the ocean because I really like being near the water. So I don't know, those two places right now. We love where we live now. I'm not going to tell you the city, but if you guys live near me, you probably know where I live. And then Big Sur or Portland, I would have to say. Okay, do you want a pet? Yes, we want a dog so terribly, but again, we're renting and we've rented all the apartments or like little houses we've rented in the years we've been married haven't allowed dogs or pets at all in general. And we do like to travel. We enjoy the freedom of just being able to get up and go whenever we want and not have to find someone to watch a dog. So that'll be something we'll have to think about if we do ever get a dog. We both want one desperately, but it's just not the right time right now. And with that comes the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing to my channel, you guys. Thank you to those of you who are supporting me on Patreon also, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.